So we're on the roof, Mike. What's going on?
You're a brave soul, Stacy.
All right, I'm just following in your footsteps. So
we normally don't have the client follow us up here, but just for the sake of the video.
Okay, all right, I appreciate that. And actually, I think you just told me not all inspectors will go on the roof physically.
No, it's up to the inspector based on height, safety, and their personal comfort level going up here. Some inspectors now are using drones.
So I would say that if you're a buyer and you're concerned and you want the roof checked out, you could hire a roof company to come out and give you an inspection on the roof, right?
Absolutely. And there's occasion where, now I climb, but there's the odd situation that we can't get on the roof, then we'll bring in a third-party roofer to check it, or come back, arrange another time with the right ladder.
So I think just to make mention of this, so if when you're asking and talking with your inspector, interviewing, we covered that in the first part of the series. What one thing might be, how do you handle the roof?
You can ask how they can.
Yeah, that might be a good one to add.
Yes, and then you get your comfort level from that, how the inspector does it. Now, certain inspectors might be very comfortable with binoculars,
and certain might not be.
Right.
But I think from what you've said to me before is that if you want the roof checked, the drone is probably not the best way to do it. It's really more surface, and it's not getting your hands in there.
Well, there's conditions you can't use a drone. Now, if it's raining, or if it's snow or frost or windy, there's conditions.
So if you if there's reason to think that there's something wrong with the roof, or maybe it wasn't well maintained, and the inspector can kind of clarify that, then maybe you want to take another step and get the roof inspected. So, but here we are on the roof.
Okay.
Michael, so give us a quick idea of what you do when you're out here.
So generally, first of all, we need to describe the materials used and how many layers. So what I find is when I'm climbing, I get a better sense of what type of shingles are used, whether it's slate or asphalt composition.
How do you know how many layers? Because once there's a layer, so basically what you're saying is sometimes people actually put one layer of roof over the existing layer of roof,
Correct,
as opposed to removing it and doing it brand new.
Correct.
Why would somebody do that?
Well, it's acceptable to do 2 layers of asphalt shingles like this.
Okay.
Now, that's acceptable, but doesn't always mean that it's the right thing to do. Certain materials, certain manufacturers, certain materials, the warranty is affected by how many layers you have on there. The other reason for looking for layers is certain roof defects are inherent of too many layers of roof, or a newer roof like yours put over a roof that was left on too long and too deteriorated, which now it could affect the newer roof materials.
So do you prefer to see the old roof taken off? Is that fair to say?
Well, it's always better to start directly on the roof substrate. Yes.
All right. So tell me, how do you know?
Okay. So by climbing, and this also can be done by the ladder. We lift up the lower shingles. You look for an edge where you can get to the underside of the roof shingles, and that way we can determine how many layers there are.
Got it.
Often I can see the previous layer, if there is one, and what kind of condition it is, and how it might affect the top layer.
Got it.
While I'm up here too, it also gives me the advantage of checking your gutter systems, in which case you have gutter guards, but as we've spoken in earlier episodes, sometimes gutter guards can have defects that cause blockage worse than the leaves, so while we're up here we get a great view of it.
Let me ask you a question. Is it hard to clean a gutter that has a gutter guard? Because I'm looking at mine and it's like bolted in.
Well, there's different systems, which is good, because that keeps it from sliding into the gutter or get it blowing away from the storm. But once a year you should have somebody come, either sweep or use a leaf blower, clean these out, and if they see any pieces that fallen in, they could correct at that point.
Got it.
But having a screw down is actually a good thing.
So what else are we looking for on the roof?
We're looking at your flashings. Flashings are where the roof meets the head wall of the house, which is the siding of the house, or where it meets your chimney, or any
place where the roof meets the solid structure of the chimney, and that is supposed to prevent water from coming in?
Water from entering the exterior walls of the house, yes.
So it's to prevent water from kind of coming in against the exterior walls and sitting there?
Correct,
Got it.
We're also looking at and describe what kind of ventilation you have in the roof.
Ventilation on a roof.
Right. Well,
all right, help me out. What does that mean?
So in your case here, if you follow, your roof has what's called a ridge vent, which is a channel cut into the top of the roof with a special foam, and the shingles put over it, and it allows for heat building up in the attic to release. You also have a roof vent here too. We're looking at the roof vent condition, and the flashing, which this also has flashing around it, see if there's any missing shingles, if there's any separation or any spot where water can enter the attic.
Something that comes up in all of our, it seems like it comes up in so many of our inspections, is that this might not be relevant, but we're on the roof, that the exhaust from the bathroom is not vented out.
Correct.
It honestly seems to come up in, you know, most of our inspections. So we're
sure.
Tell me
So
about that.
the trouble with that is a bathroom ventilation fan is used basically and primarily to eliminate the steam and condensate from the room after shower or hot tub.
Right.
So what you're doing with that fan is venting it, or you should be venting it, to the exterior of the house.
So what some of the inspectors, and you found this in a
Yes.
lot of our houses, is that it's vented into the attic.
Okay, so now what you're doing is introducing warm, moist air into a cool attic in the wintertime or a steamy attic in the summer, and that condensate is going to stick to your insulation, it's going to stick to the roof sheathing,
Right.
and basically it'll promote mold and mildew growth.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so that's not good.
No, not good. And it's also an indicator too, especially if it's a new bathroom. Well, typically when you're getting a new bathroom installed, the building inspector looks for that ventilation to be going outside, and
Right.
if it's going in the attic, there's a chance that the bathroom was done possibly subpar without permits or whatnot,
it.
which we're not code officials, but that helps us point you in a direction of, hey, there could be a bigger issue here.
Right. So what Michael's doing right now is checking the chimney cap of my house, which I don't think most inspectors do. But he's doing me a favor since we're out here. And I am not going to climb up there because I am not him. What's going on, Mike?
All right. We're looking here for corrosion, drainage issues. We're in the event there's water ponding up here, because water ponding will promote corrosion and also find its way into any openings around the flue pipe extension. And look at just general that it's secure properly. Yours has no rust, no ponding. All the flashings are sealed, but this is one of those things that out of sight, out of mind. Probably, if once a year you're getting your gutters cleaned or roof checked, have them check the top here if possible, just to see, look for corrosion or any separation.
Who would do that? Who would do that for us?
Well, typically this would be a roofer or a chimney specialist.
So it's important to just, because this comes up a lot with our home inspections. You know,
With
but
the
the
chimney.
flashing is not good, or there's corrosion, there's rust. You know,
Right. Now, again, for informational purposes, typically a home inspector, we're not going to take apart your chimney or look down there, but it's one of those areas you won't know there's a problem till there's a problem.
so
Even
again,
if it's once periodically to get
right.
inspected.
So again, as far as like this live, you know, breathing thing, this house, this is part of it, and we should have regular maintenance done, especially if
Right.
you're going to put your home on the market. Have the top of your chimney checked so
Right.
that you know what's there and you could address it.
Correct, because you get weathering defects on the exterior part, but then there's use from exhaust and condensate from your heating system and fireplace, soot and creosote also, which will affect the inside. So it gets attacked from both ends.
Got it.
All right, Michael, you are now still on top of our roof. Michael Amendola from All Points Inspection. And tell me what you're doing by the window of the laundry room.
So while we're on your roof, I get a perfect view of your dryer vent here, which is one of the items we do look for in inspection. We're looking for lint blockage and defects. If it's blocked, it can affect your dryer operation. If the cover's missing, you can get animals nesting in there and again cause blockage in your vent.
So
we
you've
do look-
actually seen an animal nesting in the...
Yes, we've seen bird nests. Sometimes people have their dryer vent close to the ground off the basement. We'll see mice entry into there. So it's important that you have some kind of guard on there. And it's not clogged with lint
Good.
or nesting material.
And so is it necessary to clean the lint off of the roof?
That should wash off with regular rain. It's not really corrosive material, but you should have your dryer vent checked once a year,
Got it.
if not more.
I want to say thank you. Thank you, Mike, for being here.
It's a pleasure, Stacy. Thanks for having me.
So Michael is the founder owner of All Points Inspection, and Michael Amendola has given us, I think, at least 3 videos on all things home inspections, and we really appreciate it. And all your contact information is on the site if anybody wants to reach out to you. And hopefully we'll have some follow-up questions. So we'll take any questions. You could always reach us at info@stacyesser.com, and you could reach Mike at 201-251-3696. So thanks again for being here.
Thank you. It was a pleasure, Stacy. Thank you.